In the beginning there was nothing. All was emptiness. There was only space. Before there were the heavens, there was no earth. And when there was no earth, there was no sky. Balinese Hinduism, a truly unique fusion of the archaic Malayo-Indonesian beliefs and rituals, and a multitude of Hindu and Buddhist influences, introduced to the island between the 8th and the 16th centuries by numerous spiritual leaders and invading forces. Modern Balinese Hinduism now encompasses a vast range of practices and doctrines of both Hinduism and Buddhism, carefully grafted into the base of the ancient religious backbone of animistic ancestral worship and the belief in the nature spirits of fire, water, earth, sun, mountains, and the sea. Besaki Temple, also known as Hulaning Bali Raja, the head of Bali, is the supreme temple and the major focus of divine power in Balinese Hinduism, located on the southwestern slope of the highest mountain, Gunung Agung, with spectacular views over the whole of southern Bali. Pura Besaki is not a single temple, but a sprawling complex consisting of many separate shrines and compounds, united through ritual and history into a single sanctuary. There are more than 80 temples in all, spread along parallel ridges over a distance of more than 5 kilometers. The highest of these, Pura Penkubengang, lies amidst beautiful groves in a state pine forest. Most of the temples, however, cluster around the main enclosure, Pura Penetaran Agung. Even though the area around Gunung Agung was already known as a sacred place for animistic ancestral worship in ancient times, we usually associate the temple's history with the great priests of the Hindu traditions in Bali, beginning with Resi Dangyang Markandeya. This spiritual pioneer arrived from the foothills of Gunung Raung in East Java with a group of followers and set about establishing a spiritual community on the slopes of Mount Agung. Resi Markandeya taught a belief in one almighty God known as Sangyang Vidivasa, to be worshipped in his many manifestations through offerings of fire, water, fragrant flowers, and rice. In time, prayer and offerings became inseparable from daily life, necessary in order to ensure the blessing of every venture. This preoccupation with religious ceremonies, or vali, so dominated the everyday life that the island became known as Bali.